5 deadly mistakes to avoid on your first date. 5 deadly mistakes to avoid on your first date. Picture this. You go out on a first date with a lovely lady. You have a great time. She seems to enjoy it too. Everything goes really well. But for some reason you never hear from her again. She barely talks to you when you call, or she completely ignores your calls and text messages. And the chance of a second date is nowhere in sight. When you try to get something up, she always comes up with some lame excuse about being too busy, too tired, or again, she just ignores you. What the heck happened? If anything like this has ever happened to you, you're not alone. Most guys go through the same thing. And they're left just sitting there, scratching their heads, wondering what went wrong, especially when that first date seemed to be so fine. If you haven't already figured it out, there are a lot of first date mistakes that you cannot recover from. Your date may sit through the entire date just to be nice or polite, even if you made one of those deadly mistakes. But it does not mean that she will be willing to go out with you ever again, especially if you made more than one of those mistakes. There are a lot of do's and don'ts floating around out there about first dates. Entire books can be written on the subject. However, you could do almost everything right and still blow it by making just one of the deadly mistakes. So let's focus on the big ones, the major no-nos to avoid during that first date, especially if you want to see her again and take things further. Don't wing it. The amount of time and thought you put into a first date is seen by a woman as a measure of the amount of time and thought you're putting into her. In other words, if you just wing it, she will take that to mean that you're just winging it with her.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?